Alrighty, what is going on, guys? Okay, so today I'm going to show you two stocks that are on my watch list. And actually, I've already taken a position in some of these because I've seen some confirmation on the charts. So let's get right into it. I think that these two stocks will do very well in 2026. Again, this isn't financial advice. This is just my opinion. Always make sure to do your own research. So let's get right into it. Okay, so the first one, it's not really a shocker. It's Netflix. Let's see. Here we go. Let's hop on over the chart. The thing I love about Netflix is their revenue is 10 to 15% annually, growing 10 to 15% annually. They have a ton of free cash flow, billions of dollars. Their PE ratio right now is somewhere, I think, like 39-40, and their forward PE ratio is 33. Okay, so that's always a good sign. So you see how we ran up here. This was early in 2025, I believe. We're on the daily chart. And then we came back down. We hit a bottom at around $82. Then we ran up to all-time highs at the time to 105, which was about a 25% move, give or take. Then we came back down and we tapped that level there again. Okay, so this is what I'm looking at. It hit it twice. So after that second time, we ran up and we made an all-time high right here of $134, which is all like a 50-60% move. Okay. Now this is where we are at currently. It's just been in a massive downtrend. We've been getting wrecked on the stock. We're down about 40%, I believe, from all-time highs. But if you look at this one, if you look at these candles, the last few days, we have been bottoming out, it seems like. Now, look at this candle right here. This was 2 days ago. We hit this yellow line, which is a support line, and we tapped it again. Now, every time that we've tapped this support line, this would be the third time now, we have made a run for it. And again, that one was 25%, and then this one was, about 60%. That's what I'm looking for in Netflix right now. Now, I will give you a bull case and a bear case for Netflix. The bear case would be if we break this support line, we could definitely go back down to this gap fill right here. And actually, I'll zoom in so that way I can show you this gap. Okay, let me take this off. Okay, there's the gap fill right there at about $70 and all the way up to about $73. Okay, so that's the gap right there. Okay, so that is the bear case. If we come in this range, I would be a buyer. I'd be a strong buyer in this range if we came down to this range. Now, I'm not saying it's going to get there because we don't know what's going to happen in the next couple of weeks, next couple of months. But I do know that if we break this trend right here of about $82, more than likely, and I'll draw it on the board here. I don't know where my board is. I don't know where my arrows are right now. But yeah, more than likely we will drop to this level right here. So that's what I'm going to be watching for on the downside. Like I said, if we were to get to that range, I personally would double down. That's what I would do. Okay. And then this is another thing I wanted to show you too, is that this trend right here, where we're in like a little descending channel right here. And as you can see, I've been charting this for a while. As you can see, is once we broke this level up here, we came from 105 all the way to $83, $82. And I alerted this. I told people in my community, I was like, hey, if we break this little trend right here, this little descending channel, the floor is the limit. Who knows where we could go after that. Now, that was the bear case, okay? And like I said, if we get in this range, I would double down. Now, as far as upside potential, again, this is the third possible bounce. I would look for an area right up here. This would probably be my first target, is about the $94, $95 range. Hold on, let me try to find there we go, there are my arrows. This would be the first area of resistance, is where I would, if you wanted to buy calls and you could sell at this level, that would be the first area. Now, personally, I am a long-term investor. for Tesla. So, I mean, for Netflix. So, like, I'm not going to sell my shares. But if you wanted to buy calls to get to this level, that would be a good level. Second level would be this resistance up here. And let's chart it there, about 110. About 110 ish. Okay, so this would be my first area. So it'd be my second target. And then, up here, so and so forth. There's a third target up there. So, I mean, this basically has a potential to hit anywhere from 20 to 40% a target in the near, this year. So there's my targets. There's my targets. This would be my sell points if it were to get to these levels. And yeah, I think that Tesla is, I mean, why do I keep saying that? I think Netflix is too big of a company to fail. And I am a buyer at these levels. I think it's a great opportunity. Again, always do your own research. It's not financial advice. Okay, now my next one is, I've talked about this one before, is SMCI. Now let's go into the chart here. Now what I'm looking for here is, it kind of looks like we're in a falling wedge type pattern. And if you notice the chart, you can see that we have bounced off of this area once. Excuse me. We came back, we hit all-time highs, we came back down, we bounced off of this area, and then we almost made all-time highs. And then now we've just been kind of trickling down, okay? Now, if you notice this area right here, this is where the second time that it has bounced off of this area, excuse me. This is the second time that we have bounced off of this support at around 2760. So I took a position actually on the retest of this. Looks like this falling wedge pattern. My average, I think, is 3150. So this is where I'm in at. Now, I'll give you the bull case and the bear case. The bear case, I'll give you the bad news first. So if we were to break this level right here, which looks like I said, that we've already bounced off of it once. If we were to break this level, we're probably going to come back down to the next leg of support, which is right here, which isn't super strong, but it could bounce back here at about 2570. If we don't bounce there, then in my opinion, I think that we can make a move all the way down here to $17. That would be, looks like a gap fill. Looks like we got some gap fill action down here, and then looks like that's the last leg of support. Now, I don't think that it will get this low. Again, I'm just drawing my lines, but I don't think it'll get that low. But I do believe that this has a potential to at least come up here. We're currently sitting at around 131.50. We could come up to this area at around $35. That's probably would be my first target. And then my second target would probably be, actually, let me take that off. My second target, I would say, would probably be this last, resistance here at around 40. Seems like we've had some consolidation right here. Seems like we kind of bounced around this area. See, that's kind of a perfect area. So this would kind of be my second target right here. And then my third target would be up here. So I think this has a potential. Netflix has a potential, in my opinion, in the next, probably this year, to get to $150, which would almost be a double. With SMCI, where we're currently sitting, I think it has the potential to basically hit a double. I think it has a potential to hit a double right here. It's almost a double. So yeah, those are the two stocks that are on my watch list. And actually, again, not really on my watch list because I have taken a position in these. So these are two stocks that I've already purchased. My average for SMCI is 3150, and then my average for Netflix is 8603, I believe. So that's what I'm doing with my money. Again, this isn't financial advice. Now, if you want more stock picks like this, check out the link in the description. It's for my community. We're always throwing out trades and stock picks and stuff like that. So yeah, I hope to see you in there, and I hope that this was helpful. Take care.